Today's lesson is I am thankful for family and home. Hey, I want to show you where my new house is. Okay, Bruce. Look, I'm in my new house. I live in a tree. Hi. Hi, everyone. I see you. Hi. I'm out. Hi. I only like peeking out of my tree like this. So Bruce he lives apparently he wants to live in a tree like that. That's okay. Where do you guys think an octopus lives? Where do you think his home would be? Do you think it would be in the sand? No. What about the ocean? Yes. Well, we all have a family. I have a family. I even have brothers and sisters. And I have nieces and nephews. And my family's getting really big. And I'm thankful for it. Are you guys thankful for having family? Now, you might not have a family that are blood related. That means your mom or your dad. I am thankful for having all types of families in my house. I'm thankful for having all types. Now, you might have all different colors in your family. That's okay. It means you love them. A family, to me, means if you love someone so much, they could count as your friend. They don't have to be an actual family member. Like a best friend could count as your family. So just let you guys know, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And we have a book I will be reading you. Somebody and the Three Blairs. One Sunday morning in a small house on the edge of town, Mr. Blair and Mrs. Blair and Baby Blair were sitting down to breakfast. It's such a fine morning, said Mr. Blair. Let's take a walk in the park. What a good idea, said Mrs. Blair. Feed ducks, said Baby Blair. So they took their coats and a bag of breadcrumbs and set out for the park. While they were gone, somebody came to the door. Somebody knocked. And when no one answered, somebody tiptoed in. He sniffed and sniffed. He looked at the breakfast table. This food is too dry, says somebody. What is he eating? Cereal. This food is too noisy, says somebody. Looks like cereal with milk. But this food is just right. Looks like honey. He looked for somewhere to sit down. I think he should wash his hands. His hands has a little bit of honey. This seat is too hard, said somebody. It's just like a wooden seat. This seat is too wobbly, said somebody. It's a rocking chair. But this seat is just right. It's a high chair. He looked for something to play with. This game is too noisy, says somebody. This game is too cold, says somebody. But this game is just right. He looked for something to drink. This rain is too hot, says somebody. Is that rain? No. This pond is too small, says somebody. But this stream is just right. Is that a stream? No, that's a sink. And that is not a pond. That's a toilet. Or a potty. He looked for somewhere to sleep. Right here. This bed is too big, says somebody. This bed is too small, says somebody. This is a closet on a shelf. But this bed is just right. He's sleeping in a crib. Little silly. When Mr. and Mrs. Blair and Baby Blair came back from the park, they saw the breakfast table. Somebody's been eating my crunchies, said Mr. Blair. Somebody's been eating my Crispies, said Mrs. Blair. All gone, said Baby Blair. They looked around the room. Somebody been sitting in my chair, said Mr. Blair. Somebody's been sitting on my chair, said Mrs. Blair. Busted, said Baby Blair. They went into the kitchen. Somebody's been emptying the cupboard, said Mr. Blair. Somebody's been rattling the refrigerator, said Mrs. Blair. Naughty, said Baby Blair. They went upstairs. Flood, shouted Mr. Blair. Help, shouted Mrs. Blair. Lot of water, shouted Baby Blair. They looked in the bedroom. It's a burglar, said Mr. Blair. It's a monster, said Mrs. Blair. It's a big teddy bear, said Baby Blair. Escape from the zoo, said Mr. Blair. Escape from the circus, said Mrs. Blair. It escaped down the drain pipe, said Baby Blair. Somebody phone the police, said Mr. Blair. Somebody call the fire department, said Mrs. Blair. Somebody gone home, said Baby Blair. Bye-bye, come again, and play tomorrow. The end. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye.